Hello, my name is Vedant. I am a legal intern with Lexis and Company. In yesterday's video, we have looked upon how a trademark owner can protect his trademark in India and what are the different remedies in case of an infringement of his or her registered trademark, registered or unregistered trademark. There are different remedies in the form of infringement, in the form of infringement and passing off. Yesterday we have discussed the cease and desist notice which a lawful trademark owner can send to an infringer in case of infringement, and how these are an cost-effective method to stop the infringement of trademark before proceeding through a court of law or before engaging into a costly litigation. In this video, we will look at some of the different remedies in the form of civil remedies, criminal proceedings, and border measures. So, civil reactions. Civil remedies can be enforced by filing a suit for infringement or passing off in the competent court. Further, the civil remedies are available in the nature: first, interlocutory, temporary, or ad interim injunction. Interlocutory, temporary, or ad interim injunctions generally mean prohibiting an action by a party to a lawful suit lawsuit until the disposal of the suit. It is a discretionary relief and granted only if the plaintiff is able to establish that there is a prima facie case in his or her favor. The balance of convenience lies in his favor, and if the temporary injunction is not granted, will bear irreparable loss to the plaintiff. Second form of civil action is Mireva injunction. Mireva injunction is to protect the interest of the plaintiff during the pendency of the suit, and is granted to restrain the defendant from disposing of their assets within the jurisdiction until the trial ends or judgment in the action for infringement is passed. Third form of civil remedies, enten pillar orders. In the appropriate cases, the court has inherent jurisdiction on an application by the plaintiff made ex parte and in camera to require the defendant to permit the plaintiff to enter his premises and take inspection of relevant documents and articles and take copies thereof or remove them for safe custody. These are known as enten pillar orders. The necessity for such an order arises when there is grave danger of relevant documents and infringing articles being removed or destroyed so that the ends of justice will be defeated. Fourth, civil remedy can be John Doe order. John Doe orders are the orders issued by the court to search and seizure against unnamed or unknown defendants. Virtually, in case of John Doe orders, there is no known defendant, which virtually translate into untrammeled powers in the hands of the plaintiff, aided by the court-appointed local commissioners to raid any premises where infringement activities may be carried out. Fifth, permanent or perpetual injunction. Permanent or perpetual injunction is the final order of a court that a person or entity refrain from certain activities permanently or take certain actions in perpetuity. Sixth, damages or account of profits. Damages or account of profits are two mutually exclusive remedies granted to the plaintiff. Damages are granted to the plaintiff to compensate for the loss suffered by the plaintiff on account of defendant's infringing acts. Accounts of profit is an equitable remedy and requires the defendant to hand over to the plaintiff the actual amount of profits made by him due to the infringing activities. Seventh, delivery and destructions. Under this relief, the infringing goods are delivered to the plaintiff or destroyed. Third remedy can be criminal proceedings. Under the Trademark Act 1999 is the primary statute for the governing the law relating to the trademarks in India. The said act enumerates numerous offences in relation to the trademarks, like falsifying and falsely applying a trademark, making or possessing instruments for falsifying trademarks, applying false trademark description, applying false indication of country of origin, etc. The falsification and falsely applying a trademark related to food and drug is a cognizable offence The punishment for the aforesaid offences varies from offence to offence, but the maximum punishment can go as high as up to 3 years with or without fine. Thank you.